Our 2019 started again in Murren.
Well done! Good boy. Overtake, overtake, overtake. Good shot. Woo! Keep going, Paul. Keep going, Paulo. Go on. Keep going. Doing really well. Keep going, darling. Good boy. Keep going.
The snow conditions were good for the Inferno, and the race was on the full length of the course from the Schildhorn at about 3,000 metres down to Lauterbrunnen at about 800 metres. Mark and Paul both raced well. Allanah and Huw have now retired from doing this race. Huw recovered quickly from a knee operation at the end of January, so our cycling was not interrupted. The first trip of the year was up to Scotland by sleeper so that we could cycle from Inverness across to Fort William. Most spectacular. The view from the train on the way home from Fort William was absolutely stunning. Later, we continued our efforts to cycle the Rhine.
This is the highest point of our Rhine expedition.
The River Rhine starts as a tiny, tiny, tiny little stream in one of the mountains just above us here. The section from Andermatt down to Bodensee, or Lake Constance, was particularly spectacular. This took us down through Liechtenstein and a little bit of Austria. We split the cycling up into a few short holidays through 2019. Our journey included cycling past Willersdorf, where we used to live when Huw was working for Accenture in Switzerland. We also saw again a number of the places where the boys used to sail their optimists on Lake Constance when we were living there. Paul joined us for some of the cycling journey through Germany. On the way back from Switzerland last summer, we camped on the edge of the Rhine near the Rhine Gorge, and this enabled us to do a few sections of the trip in some quite good weather. For the final effort, we took a ferry from Harwich and then trains to Cologne before taking a week to cycle back to the Hook of Holland. This took in Düsseldorf, Xanten, Ries, Arnhem, Dordrecht and Rotterdam. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't so kind for this week, and we ended up cycling through some quite heavy rain in both Germany and the Netherlands, so we were certainly grateful for our ponchos. We've also made a start to cycling the long distance Route 1 from Dover to Shetland. During this year we completed most of the route as far as Sunderland. The highlight of the year was Paul's graduation from Durham. Continued to do a little sailing and canoeing. Huw also completed the short version of the Ride London event on his little Brompton bike.
Merry Christmas to you all, and I hope that you have a happy and a successful 2020.